Good morning, what's happening everyone? So today I'm putting the last few finishing touches on the pink unicorn from my crash a few days ago, and then we're gonna go on some cool adventures. Just been kind of resting up the last few days, working on my bike, getting some stuff fixed up and getting the infection in my foot taken care of. It's gotten a little bit better, but today it's time to go adventure after I get this bike finished. Alright, so we got the pink unicorn all fixed up. I'll show you it in a second, but first we're gonna eat some frog that the chef made here. It's he pulled all the guts out and stuffed it with turmeric, pork, and peanuts, so it should be pretty delicious. That is so good. It looks funny, but it's tasty. Meh, ribbit, 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 ribbit. Are some of the best frogs I've tried yet in Asia. Delicious. Okay, now time to show you the pink unicorn's makeover. So we replaced the front broken parts with just this light right here and got a little zip tie for the ignition here. And then we took the mud guard. It was bolted right down on here and here before, and instead we bolted it up under the headlight right here. So it'll be nice and good right there. And then I took the piece from the side of the mud guard and used it right here to hold on the exhaust pipe, replaced a little mount for it there. So that came in handy. And the only little sketchy fix is this piece right here. We had to rope the exhaust pipe around this because the bolt spot on this side is stripped, and on this side over here the bolt broke off in the piece. And yeah, it's good. Oh, and look at this. Little piggy's getting some frog here. So the whole crew has got our bikes toned up as best as possible right now, and we're about to head up the mountains over this way and go back to this waterfall that you can cliff jump from. There's a pretty high jump, like right at the edge of the top of the waterfall, that you can jump down into the falls from, so it should be awesome. I heard it's about like 10 meters high that you jump from, so it's a pretty large jump. All right, you guys, we just made out here into the jungle. We had a bunch of motorbike mess ups along the way. I couldn't get a whole lot of footage because it was sprinkling on and off, so the lens kept getting water on it. But luckily, when we had to stop to fix the motorbikes, I was able to dry it off sometimes. So the footage I showed you is a mix of the other day when we came up here and my bike broke down on the way up, and today's footage. So yeah, we're on our way to the waterfall right now. It's pretty rainy, but yeah, we're continuing the adventure for now. We made it successfully back to the motorbikes now. So what happened on the way down here with the pink unicorn was this rope that I had tied on before, which this morning I was like, this is the only sketchy part, burnt through, and this was basically just hanging off like this. So it was like sounded crazy, like I was driving through water. So now we have to find a more permanent solution to fix that, but it'll work out. Yo, so we were able to rig up the pink unicorn to make it back to high tide at least. We took the rope and just re-tied it, even though it burnt through by the time we got down. The exhaust pipe at least didn't fall out this time. The problem is that where the bolt screws into on one side of the pipe is stripped where it screws into, so you can't get that bolt to stay in. And then on the other side, the bolt broke off inside. So there's like no real way to bolt it in, so I'm trying to figure out how to fix the pink unicorn without having to replace that whole head. What I'm thinking is rig it up the same way that I did with the rope, except with some thick wire, and then wire or cable, and then crimp the ends so it can get nice and tight and stay on there. That's the only idea I have. But yeah, the waterfall we went to today to cliff jump off of was awesome, super cool. I can't really explain or tell you where it's at, but if you want to go to that waterfall or any of the other secret spots that I showed you throughout these last few adventure videos, then come to High Tide in Kampot. Come stay for a few days and talk to them, and I'm sure the guys would love to go show you a good time and a good adventure. All right, got the pink unicorn all rigged up here with a nice cable now instead of the rope that I was using before. You can see the exhaust ain't going nowhere. So now my homie Tyrone and I, we're about to head up to this place called Bokor Station. It's like an abandoned casino on the top of one of the mountains over there. We're about to head up and go watch the sunset. So this will be the test to see, you know, hopefully everything on the pink unicorn's running good now. So we made it up here onto Bokor Hill. We passed the abandoned casino. You couldn't really see it because obviously you can see we're in the middle of some crazy fog. So not exactly an awesome sunset, but the good news is the bike is running super good. Made it all the way up the mountain. And yeah, we're just in like this super patch of fog right now. It's kind of like gives it like an eerie, cool feel. There is some like abandoned buildings around us though. But not the abandoned casino that I was telling you about. But it was still a very beautiful ride, and I don't know, the end part was really cool. But yeah, we made it down to here where it's the end of the paved roads, and I think we're going to head back to High Tide now because night is approaching quickly. So Tyrone and I just got to this burger restaurant here in Kampot. They're supposed to have delicious burgers. I got the Hawaiian burger with I don't know what comes on it, pineapples and some random stuff. But yeah, the ride back was pretty crazy. The fog was super dense again. And on the way back, I had to like wear my glasses like this because otherwise the lenses would just completely fog up with like misty like wetness and you could not see at all. But yeah, it was cool. The ride back, got to test out my new headlight that I put on. It's way brighter than my old one. I can actually like see to ride at night now, which is super cool, good to know. But yeah, now we're here getting some dinner. Just got back here a bit ago to High Tide, just been chilling out, took a shower. I'm pretty whipped after today's adventures. It was good. Those mountain roads to get out to the waterfall were crazy. They're just so like bumpy rock dirt path. It is completely wild. It's so wild to drive on those. But all in all, it was a good day of adventures. Super happy that the pink unicorn is all the way fixed up now. It's like better than my birthday when my motorcycle has a problem and then it gets fixed. Super good feeling. And it was really cool that I was able to actually do some mechanical work on it this time too. So that felt good. I liked that a lot. Yeah, just been hanging out here the rest of the night, relaxing. My infected ankle, the cut that I have, is actually doing a lot better today than it has been the past few days, which is ironic. The day that I go out and do crazy stuff, jump off of cliffs into rivers and drive around mountains and yada yada all day, is the day that it gets better, which is ironic. But yeah, I can actually feel my ankle bone now on the side that the cut's on. Before it was so swollen up that I couldn't even really feel my ankle. But yeah, it's getting better, and that is good. But yeah, that's all for tonight, everyone. I'm going to bed.